Hello again to all of my beautiful designers. In today's DIY, I'm going to start out in Design Space. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make 3 different canvases using our HTV. And if you guys are unaware, HTV just means heat transfer vinyl. Okay, we're going to be making 3 different canvases. The first canvas that we are going to make is actually going to just say the word Chanel all the way down the canvas evenly. So as you can see right here, I already have all of the Chanel ones that I'm going to use for this canvas. The canvases that we're going to be working on today are measuring at 16 by 20 inches. Got these canvases on sale at Michael's. A 5-pack was only $10.99. Okay, so I have 6 total that say Chanel. They're measuring at 15.5 in width. And I didn't worry so much about the height. I think it measured out at like 2.406, it says. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and click make it, and you see it says right there that my images are actually going to be bigger than the 12 by 12 normal mat. I do have a 12 by 24 mat, so I'm just gonna hit okay right there in that spot. And you guys want to make sure that whenever you are using this heat transfer vinyl, you always make sure to turn the mirror on. Okay, and once I've done both of those things, I'm just going to go and space mine out a little bit. I always move mine away from the edges where Design Space automatically puts them. I just feel more comfortable cutting like that. I can only fit 4 on this first mat to cut, and the other 2 are gonna have to go on the second mat. Once I am satisfied with the placement of each cut on both of the mats, I'm gonna go ahead and click continue. Once you click continue, you're gonna go ahead and browse all materials. We are searching for regular iron-on in this instance. So I'm gonna click that. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it on the default pressure setting. I am probably going to click the go fast button. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our mat, and we're going to go ahead and grab our vinyl. The vinyl that I am using today for one of the canvases is actually this flocked HTV. It kind of has a fuzzy texture to it. It's really awesome. Just making sure that I check with what I have on the screen to make sure it matches what I'm putting on my mat. And as you can see, I have 2 separate pieces right here, but it's really not going to matter because I'm going to make sure that in between the letters, Chanel letters, that's where that little break right there will go, okay? And if you guys are working with some rolls, the edges might pop up. A great tip to do is just use a couple pieces of tape on the edges to hold down any stubborn lifting of the HTV off of your mat. Okay, and so I can do all of my cuts at the same time. Once you have that cut out, we're gonna go ahead and jump to the second canvas here, which is going to be this Chanel number 5. Actually, it's gonna be the perfume bottle. So I'm just gonna use this Chanel number 5 for the inside of the perfume bottle. I'm gonna go ahead and change that to black. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these perfume bottles that I already have, and I already have corrected these and made these into the SVG files. It will definitely save you guys a lot of time if you guys take the time to go through and maybe like do a bunch of photos and stuff that you'd like first. Go ahead and edit them down and turn them into SVG files. That way when you get ready to do a canvas or 2 canvases, you don't have to worry about any editing on the image itself. Anytime you guys are working inside of Design Space, they do make it super easy for you to add and layer images on top of each other. And all you have to do is highlight the entire image, and you go up to the align, and you can align it in the center or to the left or to the right, just depending on your preference. And for this particular one, I'm going to highlight, select align, and then I'm going to center horizontally. Once you have that done, you're going to make sure that you go and you click group. After you click group, you need to then click attach. And you need to click flatten. These are very important steps, you guys, when you guys are printing out. And I'm just gonna repeat the same steps. I've already selected the 12 by 24 mat. I'm gonna go ahead and click the mirror, and then I'm going to pull the image away from the edges of the mat and cut this out as well. And that's gonna be it for the cutting process. I did not record myself cutting or making the very last canvas that we're gonna make, because it's literally just the inside of that same bottle that we just made. Now that we got that all cut out, you guys are gonna see me go ahead and start to weed my design. That wasn't too bad. I am now done weeding the design. And a great tip, you guys, to use a lint roller to get any of the excess vinyl off of the transfer sheet. Since we are going to be doing the heat transfer vinyl, I don't know if you guys know, but Cricut.com has a wonderful, very convenient heat guide that you can access on their site. If you just go to Cricut.com and you click up at the top, I think it is under products. After you select products, you're gonna go ahead and select the Cricut Cut Easy Press 2, then select the heat transfer material that you're gonna be working with today. Today we're going to just select Everyday Iron-On. The base material that we're gonna be working with today, we are doing it on canvases. So I'm gonna go ahead and select the cotton canvas. Now is where you get to select whether you have a towel that you're going to heat press it on, or you have a Cricut Easy Press mat. And then as you can see right there, it's going to tell you the temperature that it needs to be at. It's going to tell you how many degrees. It's also going to tell you you need to give light pressure, and you're going to flip it after and press it for 15 seconds. And your heat transfer vinyl should be a cool peel, which means you need to let it cool all the way down before you peel it off. And before we go any further, if you are a member of my community, I would just like to say thank you to you. And if this is your first time tuning in, I would like to encourage you to please click that subscribe button. And please don't forget to like and share this video. Okay, now all I'm gonna do is measure my canvas. I'm actually just measuring so I can get myself a mark for the center of the canvas, so I know exactly where the center of my design is going to go. Okay, and right here I've got a wooden box up underneath. What I have on top is my Easy Press Cricut mat, and this is our canvas, and I'm doing it like this so that I can have a flat surface when I am heat pressing my design on. Okay, and just like I showed you guys when we made the Louis Vuitton outfit, you're going to fold your design in half, and you're going to crease it at the top and the bottom. That's going to show you where the center of your design is, and then you're just going to line that up with wherever you marked at. pro tip is to get yourself a piece of parchment paper that you're actually going to use on top. It just transfers the heat better. Guys can remember, I was working with two different pieces of the vinyl, so we are going to heat press this in two different sections. I can also only heat press as big as my little heat press will press. So you see me starting with the top of the bottle, and I'm gonna hold it for the full 30 seconds that it suggests, and then I'm just gonna make my way down the rest of the design, giving it a very firm hold. Once you got that done, we're going to go ahead and pull up just the bottom of the design. We're not going to pull the whole thing off, and I'm going to show you why. Now it's time to put our second piece on, and we're going to go ahead and lift that up, and we're going to place our other piece on, and we're going to match up the lines and everything. And I just use this lint roller to get off any dirt or anything that has transferred onto the sheet. So I'm just going to line this up. Now that we've got that done, we're gonna go ahead and it's time to reveal our design. You guys, I have found that no matter how well you follow the directions, sometimes you may have a piece here or there that does need you to go back with your heat press and press just to make it flush, as you can see me doing here. And don't forget to be sure to let it cool before you pull it off. Okay, and it is actually done. You see me just using the lint roller to get off any little pieces because this is a white canvas. And there it is.
Yes, honey.
And we're going to jump right into the next canvas, canvas number 2. This is actually going to be the one with the Chanel going all the way down it. So I'm going to measure the center, which I believe is 8. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and line up this crease right in the center where the 8 is. I'm going to put the center one on first and then go. And I ended up doing it 2 inches from the top and the bottom, so 2 inches in, and then I believe it's like 2.5 inches in between each row of Chanel. Okay, and I am doing 2.5 inches, I believe, in between each one of the rows. Now that we have our center one on, we can line the rest of them up. I'm going to use my tape measure and kind of lay it down and lay the other ones on top, just so I can see where I'm making sure that they're the 2.5 inches apart. Once you get the center one on, what you're going to do is just go ahead and line up the next few ones. Line it right up with the other C, and then everything should line up. That is gonna do it for this last canvas. I will tell you guys that if you do decide to do this on the white canvas, it would probably behoove you to use some Scotch Guard on the canvas prior to putting any vinyl on it. And I am actually just using a paper towel and some alcohol to kind of clean up any spots that I see. Now it's time to work on our last canvas, and we're going to be painting this canvas black. Of course, I did it off camera. Here it is, and the very last image that we're going to be using is only the center of the perfume bottle that we did on the other one, and of course we're going to do it with white vinyl. And that is it, you guys. Bye-bye, designers. Thanks for watching. To see more designs or to custom order, please visit www.mymgifts.net.
I'm really stepping 10 toes down, it's a blessing. All my niggas got a bag and we flexing. Got me feeling like Melly, Friday Melvin.